Folks, we have a guest today, and you know what? I can sit back and for the next hour, for the next day, I can sit back and talk about this young man and what he does, and he's such a blessing. He's such a blessing to the industry, and I'd like to first and foremost, before we get too further into the conversation, I'd like to thank Bridget. Bridget, thank you very much for working with this guy's schedule and allowing him to take that little time off, you know what I'm saying, to come and join us on the air. I appreciate you, Bridget. One of the top award-winning managers out there. And so, Bridget Fury, thank you very much. Lady D, thanks for being there. She introduced me to those people that I needed to know. And Bridget and Melvin, I'm glad to have met you. And like I said, once again, Melvin came on the show and he did an unplug for me, and it was just like off the chain. I just praise God for what he brought in. And so he's joining us today on the radio, and we're calling this today the Melvin Williams Takeover. And so, Melvin, how you doing today, brother?
All right, they can call for bookings and or whatever their needs are from me, from this end, and the Williams brothers. You can call Bridget Fleury. That's BRIDGET Fleury. FLEURY. Bridget Fleury at 414-699-8357. That's 414-699-8357. And you can follow me on to become a PTGM soldier, which is Preserve Traditional Gospel Music. You can go to your phone and you can text in PTGM to the number 797979, and you can join me to preserve traditional gospel music. And all of my social media, you can go to @_ Melvin Williams. I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. I do Twitter sometimes. I don't do it as much as Trump, but I do.
I don't think nobody does.
Throw that in there, man.
Right, no, we needed that.
But anyway.
No, go ahead. No.
Yeah, but that's how you can reach me, man.
Yeah, because like I said, we're coming into a new year, and we learn from the old, and we bring in the new. But like I said, I'm listening to these songs of yours off the new album, Underneath What We're Speaking, and dude, it ain't no joke. I mean, you can feel, like you were talking about the storytelling aspect of it, and that has always been the catalyst of us. We gonna tell you a story real quick. And that's the way music is. Nowadays, it's all about the whole mentality of hit it and quit it. Mm-hmm. They're doing it in the music. They're doing it in the personality. They're doing it in the social media. That's why these youngsters come up with all kinds of Twitter where you can put in 2 words. Everything has gotten condensed. Yeah. And sometimes when you condense something, you lose the milk. You know what I'm saying? And the meat.
Anytime you condense anything, you're going to lose some ingredients.
Yeah, exactly. But they're not understanding. But see, we don't want to lose this music that we're hearing and that essence of where it came from. Now, Grammy, you guys you're no stranger, Melvin, to the Stellars. And you guys have made some great things happen in Stellars. Talk about that for a minute. Are we still on top of it with the Stellars, or what? Do we need to do something?
Well, we've been nominated. As a matter of fact, hopefully this album, Down Home Gospel, if it's not this one, it will be in the next one.
Okay.
Stellar Awards. But we've been nominated, man, for probably 17 times.
Wow.
17. And we've won a lot of Stellar Awards. I don't know how many, but I know we've been nominated for 17 times on the Stellar Awards. We've been nominated for 7 Grammys. That's including 1 for me and 1 for Doug, and 5 for the brothers for projects that we've done in the past. So haven't won one yet, but it's just an honor to be nominated.
Right.
And I got one Emmy nomination under my belt. So I'm just thankful, man, and I'm proud to to say that, man. But that came with a whole lot of hard work. That came with a whole lot of consistency.
Right.
You know, and we tried to build as we went along. We started our own record label, Blackberry Records, and then I branched out on my own like three to 4 years ago, and I started my own record label, Melvin Williams Entertainment.
Okay.
So I'm doing that, and all of my stuff that's coming out now, my solo stuff is on Melvin Williams Entertainment. I just call it MWE
Right.
Entertainment, and so yeah, you can go online and go on the internet and find most of this music from the Williams brothers and myself, man. So I'm just the Stellar Awards. Hopefully, like I said, the final nominations will be out soon. And hopefully, I'll be nominated for a Stellar Award this year. And if not, we just gonna keep rolling, guys.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep rolling because my music is not based on what the Stellar Awards do.
That's right.
It's based on what God gives me to present to the people, and I think that's the whole key to success for me, is just stand true to yourself, stand true to your purpose, stand true to your blessings and your gift, and that's what I've been doing, man. And I encourage all of the young. I don't care what it is, if it's baseball, football, piano, drums, or singing, if you stay true to what it is that God is, everybody's got a talent, man. God is, see, let me say this, Steve. This is really important, and I hope everybody's listening in that can grab hold of this. God gave everybody a talent, a gift. I'm going to say gift. It's up to you to grow and develop that gift. It's up to you to grow and develop that gift that God gave you. And here's the thing about it. Can't nobody take it away from you. The only somebody can abuse that gift or not go reach that full potential with that gift is you. Because when he gave you your gift, he didn't give it to Melvin. He gave it to you. So I can't take D-Nice's gift. D-Nice can't take my gift. Only somebody can mess that up is the individual that God gave it to. So
that's right.
Just know out there that God has given you a gift. You don't have to find that gift. Ask God for that knowledge and that understanding what that gift is. And when you find your gift, go for it, man. Go for it. I mean, put all your effort and put all your, and just know that God gave that gift to you. He didn't give it to nobody else but you. And can't nobody take it away. Can't nobody mess it up but you.
That's what you got to love about it. You know what I'm saying? That individuality, you know what I'm saying, that he does. But it's good because it's a collective, because we are all parts of the body joined together. And so, see, like you said, the individual gifts. I can't try to be a Melvin. I can't get that guitar and make it sing like you do. I can't turn around, man, and write them lyrics like you do. I got to stay in my lane. You know what I'm saying? This is what God gave me to do. And if I stay in my lane, then what he gave me, which allows me to be a part of kingdom building, he's going to make sure that I have favor to get through it and do it the best I can. Just like he's giving you to give it the best you can.
And there it is, man. And and nobody, God, and here's the amazing thing, God, he knows everybody that he's made. He's
that's right.
He's omnipotent. He knows everybody. When I hear people say, "Man, these are identical twins," no, they're not.
Right.
There is no such thing as identical twins. You can look close, but I guarantee you, if you put your fingerprint, if they fingerprint you at the police station, that fingerprint is going to be different from your twin's fingerprint.
Yes, it is.
I can guarantee you that.
Yeah.
So he didn't make. He made one of you. So when he made one of you, that means he took the time out and say, I'm blessing you with this gift, with this life. And so, you know, you can have a twin brother, a twin sister, or whatever, but they don't have your soul. They don't have your heart.
Right.
They don't have your mind. So so you got to know that there is a difference. So, and that's what it's all about, man. It's just taking the gift and just doing the best you can and be what God, you know, set out for you to be.
Right. You know, because like I said, I'm loving it, man, but I can't wait till you get back to L.A. Now, I'm going to tell these brothers a little bit about what happened the other day. Now, we were at Urban Network, and you were in the lobby, and so we talked in the lobby, and you introduced me to this young man, and we got a chance to bring him in. But I'm sitting there minding my business on Thursday, guys. Carrie, you and I'm up here minding my business at about 7:30, and the phone rang. Okay, and so his voice comes on the phone and says, "I shocked you, didn't I?" And I'm looking at the phone, it's Melvin. I said, "Yes, you did." Yes, you did. Because I'm like, you're the busiest man in show business, and I know you got things to do, and you calling me, and I'm like, you know, I'm like, where you at? I'm expecting you to say, I'm downstairs at your studio. You know what I'm saying? So, you know,
at the studio,
yeah.
Okay.
So I know you do a lot, man, and then you get it done despite like the family you have, man, and the music that's first and foremost, and your brothers, and so many things, man. I mean, for the young people, man, that are out there listening and saying, man, I like what I'm hearing, but the guy's doing an awful lot. Try to help us navigate on how do you do all these things? What is the secret of being able to accomplish the different routes you take and do it well?
Well, I mean, you know, D, is kind of like everything else. Once you find your purpose, you gotta do whatever it takes to grow that purpose, or to make your talent better. You know, LeBron James just didn't become LeBron James just because, you know, he was a good basketball player when he was coming through high school and all that. But LeBron James practiced probably every day. He probably practiced 5 or 6 hours a day, you know, to become what he is now. So you got to put your time in. You got to put some work in. You got to put some hours in. You gotta. So this is how you persevere and become who it is that you want to be, and so I think that's one of the best things that I could examples I give you. You got to work for it, man. You got to put your time in, and if that's your gift, I promise you, God will continue to open the door for you, man. And if you do you, it becomes easy.
Right.
Okay, man. I received that.
If I try to be D, it's gonna be real hard for me to be D, because that wasn't what God cut out for me to be. So be you. You do you. It's gonna become easier, and that's how I look at any situation. Be it, like I said, a musician, a singer, a basketball, football player. I mean, they practice every day. They practice, and they try to better their gift, you know, and be approved better. You know, that's the key, man. That's the key.
I love it, man. You know what? I thank you for coming up, man. But you know what? You're not going to be our long distance partner only, man. Like I said, you know, you can call me anytime. I can call you anytime. We love it, man. But we got to get your face in the place. We got to get you in the studio. But like I said, anytime you're doing something, man, do not hesitate to surprise with the call. You got the in-studio number. We're here every Friday. And, you know what I'm saying? We do it, man. You just got to continue, because I want to continue this conversation, man, and do the work of what we need to do, man, as a ambassador to these young kids, man. Because if it worked for you, man, there ain't no way you would chest and try through the hard times, man. And if it worked for you, man, it is nowhere near as hard it was getting started today as it was when you were coming through. So these kids have no excuse at all.
That's right, man. And like I said, they just got to put the time in, man. They got to put the work in.
Yeah. And
my daddy and my mama used to say they got to have some stability. Stability, Doc.
I like that.
Stability.
You gotta have the strength to hang in there, man. You just can't let one little thing. When people say, "Well, man, you can't make it, man. You ain't gonna never be nothing." If you let that get in your head, get in your spirit, get in your mind, then you'll start thinking negative of yourself. Mm-hmm. But when people talk negative about, it took me a long time to be very truthful. It took me a long time, even after I got in to start doing this professionally. It took me a while, because when people would say things about me, it would really affect me, man. I would think about it just over and over, and like, well, maybe we're not as good as this other person. Maybe we don't belong in this part of the music business. And then I started looking at myself and like, hey, man, God gave me this gift. If I don't appreciate it, who else is going to appreciate it?
Right.
So you got to start appreciating the gift. So I started saying, hey, I start doing like my dad said again, I do like a duck, man. Just let the water just roll off. Just let it roll off my back and keep going, man. So that's what it's all about, man. That's what it's all about, man. You got to have that stability and hang in there and do what you do and put God first. And if you do that, I mean, he'll open some doors and he'll bless you. Now, let me say this, too. A lot of times, the door you want open, that might not be the door that you really need to go in.
Come on now. Preaching over here.
So just because a door is open, that don't mean that it's open for you to just walk in. Mm-hmm. You better still do a little knocking. Like, see who's in there. Mm-hmm. Not who's there.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Well, we got brother Kerry and brother Box in the studio here. These two musicians, and I know they want to just chime in and do some things. Guys, go ahead. Your mic's on.
Now, first off, this is Kerry Sims from Focus. One thing I want to say.
Louder to hear it again.
This is Kerry.
You trying to be
Kerry
sexy.
Sims. No, I This is a men's show tonight.
Yeah.
One thing I want to say, I want to thank you for being I just want to thank you for being consistent, and faithful. And I've heard of several principles that you just acknowledged. One of them was, and I can tell in your voice, a level of humility. Mm-hmm. Not just before people, but before God, because it's almost like when God want to make a major statement in our lives, He's just waiting for us to submit ourselves to Him and to the processes of personal growth that He has, good and bad. As long as you stay consistent in Him. And I just want to say thank you for being an ambassador, that still can say, and share those messages with this generation and with our generation today.
Well, I thank you. I thank you too, man. I'm just glad God put me in this position that, and hopefully I could help somebody along the way and be a voice for this generation and for the things that we've done as a people, man. And it goes deeper than just gospel music with me just singing. It just goes like back to our heritage, man. And God gave us a gift, and if you don't appreciate your gift and from God and what He's given you, it's just like I think I've told you this before, D, and I tell them all the time. If you got a old Ford car, old Chevrolet car, and they ain't running right, and you don't really appreciate it, you don't keep it up, you don't keep the tires up, you don't keep the tune up, and so what are you gonna do when He bless you with a Mercedes-Benz?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't keep the old car up, you didn't keep it up. So what makes you think that you don't get all these blessings and you don't appreciate? In other words, you didn't appreciate the little blessings. So how do you think God will just continue blessing you? You didn't thank me for my blessings that I bless you with that bologna sandwich. Now you want a steak. You think I'm supposed to bless you with all steaks and lobsters? Come on now, somebody. You know. So you got to be appreciative of the little things. So that's what I'm trying to instill, man. And I thank you, man. Thanks for people like yourself, man.
You know, people don't realize that, you know, how we encourage to be a steward over our talents and gift and be responsible. God manages things the same exact way. He's a great steward. He keeps track of things. He doesn't waste nothing. You know, you not a waste. I'm not a waste. None of us are a waste. But it's just emulating the one that created us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so the rewards of the kingdom is what what you are modeling and representing, the what they call the heritage. You know, and I just want to say I appreciate you.
Yeah, you know, and man, you made me think of something that I said on my radio show, and I wrote it down because I didn't want to forget it. But when we started out singing as kids and teenagers, man, you know, our first record was a hit. So all we thought about was singing. We just wanted to sing. We just wanted to be sing. But as we grew older and we grew into the ministry and saw how serious this ministry is, and then I realized God just didn't want us to just sing. He wanted us to serve. So there's a big difference. We wanted to sing, but God wanted us to serve. So you gotta know your calling, man.
That's right.
So we're servants. I'm with you on that, man. We're servants, man.
Oh, this is Elder Troy. Oh, they call me Box and everything. I just want to encourage you because also just to say I'm in total agreement with you. Everything that you have said, it was just on point. About the ministry, about the gifts, about everything. My people, we are from the South too, down in Louisiana, Baton Rouge, and
right. All right now.
Yeah, so my mom told me all about it, you know, and my dad and everything. But I just want to just tell you, it's a blessing. You're a blessing. It's just to come on this show and just share. And God's definitely just going to continue to bless you. And I want you to get all those Grammys, all everything. I'm praying on it now. So, amen. And I just wanted to keep it like that, you know, because my host over here, he said everything eloquent. I just tell him I'm a hit it and quit it preacher. You know, hey, no, they passing me the tissue now.
Wow. Yes, indeed.
That's okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because see, we know how to have fun, Melvin. And like I said, it's a blessing for me be able to call you my friend, man. Because like I said, you know, I don't get along with too many cats, man. Because you know what, everything with them is always want to have one of them contests. You know what we call the backwoods contest. Who can be the father? You know what I'm saying? We're trying to keep it clean. I'm trying to keep it clean up in here.
Wait a minute.
But that's what they want to do nowadays. But see, when we let God lead us to the people we need to connect with, then it's not a competition because we're all into kingdom building awareness.
That's right.
And if we're looking at the kingdom building awareness, then we know where we are going because we know what he saved us from, we know what he united us for, and we know where we're going in the long run. And when we look at the overall picture, then we're like, okay, look here, I'm lacking in this, man. I need a little bread because I got some mayo over here, and you come in and say, well, I got some meat over here, and somebody else got some lettuce and tomatoes. Dude, you got yourself a hoagie up in there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But if you're sitting there by yourself trying to eat that old lettuce, you know what I'm saying? Or I'm over here trying to eat my mayonnaise and whatever else, it ain't going to work. Yeah. And so, you know, to be able to talk to you, man, and knowing that you're able to bring the gifts. With this song called Stir Up the Gifts. And so that's what we're doing on this show each and every week, man. And so I am man, honored that you were able to just come and sit down and talk with us. And so I'm gonna keep you open, my calendar open. So when you say, hey, dude, because this is gonna be a part 2 and a part 3 too, because we're trying to do some things here, as far as figuring out. Also, I'm gonna get a copy of that whole. I'm gonna get a copy of this new CD, and I'm gonna be playing it up in here. So I'm gonna figure it out.
We definitely gonna make sure you have a copy, man, and probably send you a couple of copies.
Yeah, we're gonna have one implanted and everywhere. We're gonna play this one because you have served us today. What you talk about servant leadership, you have served us.
Yes.
When Christ showed in his example when he washed the feet of his disciples, and the feet was so important. Why not the head? It was the feet, because like I said, we're walking.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's the part that hits that pavement. That's the part of the calluses. That's the part that stinks all the time.
Right.
And for him to get down there and deal with the stanky boy, you know what I'm saying? It shows that humility.
Right.
And
That's
so,
right.
can we ask for anything more? Go ahead.
But it's also the 2 parts of your body that's holding up the weight.
Oh yeah.
We got the weight on it, Doc.
Yes. Get you tied. You know what I'm saying? So it's a pleasure to have the fellowship with you, man. And I know you're like a couple hours ahead of us and all that other. So I really appreciate you taking this time, man.
Thank
and
you. Thank you so much.
I thank God for Pastor Tom, Blackmouth, that came in and he started the vision here with the station.
Amen.
And when I looked over at him, and he said, "Go ahead and roll it out."
Amen.
Yeah, we were able to roll it out, man. I appreciate you being able to stay on with us, man, because there's a lot to be discussed, man. There's that bridging of the gap that we've got to do to where we're on the same unity with these young people. And if we keep pushing the agenda out to them and keep pushing the message of positivity, you know what? They're going to pick it up. Because they're going to see our lives. They're going to be like, there's something about us. We're a peculiar people. We're bought by a price, man. So we can't be the same as everybody else.
Right.
We're going to be different. We're going to be square. We're going to be whatever they want to say, because we're not meant to be here full time. You know what I'm saying? Because we're on our way out of here. But on the way out of here, we're trying to deal with as many people that are positively trying to get and reach the mark of the high calling. And if you want anything less, you ain't got no time to be talking to us, because we're on a mission here.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Time is short.
No, that's right.
Yeah, so you're giving the message in the music.
Right.
I'm loving it. And these cats here are doing their little thing. They're musicians too. And so God put us all together for a reason. There was a reason for us to be here today.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? In this room.
Always.
There was a reason for you to say, man, I'm coming on and talk to y'all. They're in this room. And so, man, yeah, so it's a blessing,
real,
man,
you
because we needed that
me.
hot shot going into this weekend. See,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? The rain is coming in today.
Come on.
This weekend, 4 inches of rain. We ain't had that in a long time. But I'm saying God is doing a cleansing.
Yeah.
It's a cleansing.
Government
2019.
shutdown.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come on now. He's showing us something, but so he's raising up his soldiers.
Right.
And it's a blessing to be attached to you guys, man. Thank you, Kerry. Thank you, Box, for being a part of this team. Thank you, Pastor Blackwell, for opening the door.
Thank you,
Melvin,
Pastor.
for being a friend, man, and coming down and saying, man, I got you. I'll sit down with you, man.
Yeah.
And whatever we can do to make this work, man, we're going to put you on there where you need to go. Like I said, God works through people. He opens the door he needs to, and we lift him up. You know what? That's all he asks us to do.
Yeah.
He'll draw all men unto him.
Exactly.
He will
There
do
you
the
go,
work.
right
But
there.
all we got to do, man, is be humble and obedient
Yes.
enough to lift him up. It ain't about me. It ain't about Gospel Jazz Connection. It ain't about nothing we're doing here. It's about God and being obedient.
That's right.
Because obedience is better than sacrifice.
Yes,
And as long as we're
better than
doing,
sacrifice.
as long as he knows he can trust us, the more he can trust us, the more he'll give us.
That's right.
And so that's what it
Amen.
said. You said, stir up the gifts. So, man, I'm Melvin. Man,
All right,
thank you,
man.
man. I love you, man. You know how we do it.
Love y'all too, man. Love you too, man. I appreciate y'all having me on, and then say, like I said, I'd like to say to everybody out there, man, appreciate you listening in. Appreciate your support. Go out and get some of those Williams Brothers, Melvin Williams CDs, and enjoy yourself.
Oh, look out. I appreciate you. All right, God bless you. We'll talk to you real soon.
God bless you. All right, bye-bye.
All right, now.
Bye-bye.
Wow, guys, it's been a great day.
Yes.
Don't you agree? We have been fed. we have been fed.
I'm encouraged.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what we got to do. We just got to feed each other, man. So as we're going out, man, thank you, Pastor, again. As we're going out right
Thanks,
now,
Pastor.
brothers, we need you just to give us some parting words. Let me get my name always. Well, let me clear my docket off here.
Yeah.
Okay. Let me clear. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't want to say who that guy there. No, Carrie, your issues up now. So go ahead, please.
My turn.
Yes, sir. Please.
First off, I just want to say I appreciate the opportunity to sit with my brothers and just share and learn and listen and interject and just be a part of this great opportunity. Honestly, I don't despise small beginning. I really, I don't count this as being small, but
Come on.
the newness of this cord that binds, strand cord. I know for a fact a lot of this is God. You know, I just appreciate the opportunity just to, even if I'm sitting over here quiet listening, I'm digesting.
Yes.
You know, I'm taking it in and considering the level of individuals God is allowing us to be a part of and to hear from.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody don't get this opportunity.
No.
Come on now. Not,
You know,
no.
You know, that's greatness. That's just
Right.
God showing, look, boy.
Without paying for it. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, man. Wisdom.
Yes.
I love it.
D, I appreciate you, my brother.
I appreciate you too, man.
I appreciate you creeping up on me at that show. It was like, what?
You know, I know. I was like, what's your brother running up on me for, man? But I saw something more in you than just rolling up them chords. I didn't know what you were doing there.
See, I don't know how much time we got.
We got a couple minutes.
I'm going to say it like this.
Okay.
I know that it was God because I may not even be working there anymore.
Okay, tell the
I
truth.
was just there to meet you.
Right. That's how God works.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Man, I'm trying.
Uh-oh.
Woo,
Box,
man,
go ahead.
Jesus.
Go ahead.
You know, I got somebody on the job. I think she listening in, but I found out the job I got might just fly away because of some things. So that's why I was about to get up and run down the hall and say, "Oh Lord Jesus!"
That's why you broke out the handkerchiefs.
Man,
I see it on you.
really. So anyway, look, I enjoy this, and just like I talked to you last night, I said, man, I'm having a blast.
Right.
See, I say when you live by faith, you know what I mean,
Right.
and I mean truly live on blind faith,
Right.
not knowing what you're gonna do the next day. And God is continuing to keep a roof over my head, you know, or our head, food. We're not hungry, and we sitting here talking about Him. I just wanted to tell y'all, just keep God first, keep praying until it works.
Man, thank you very much, guys. I appreciate you guys coming in and supporting me and, you know, supporting the pastor down here on the station, man. And it's a blessing.
Thank
It's
you,
the first
Pastor.
shot in for the new year, and we're looking for some other things to go. So, you know, like that background says Wakanda. Yeah, forever. That's the backdrop.
Yeah.
Get behind you. Yeah, we're on something. We're on to something, and we just got to let God have His mighty way. So, folks, thanks for joining us on the Gospel Jazz Connection. This is what we do each and every week, man. We just bring you what God puts on our heart. We talk about issues. We play that music in the background. Support Melvin Williams. Go out there and get anything. Google it. Go on YouTube and find anything Williams Brothers, Melvin Williams, because he is doing it. The brother will be contacting you soon to let us know. We'll be rolling out when his tour is and where you can see him, and when he's back in again in the city, we're going to bring him on in. So like I say each and every week, this is D-Nice saying, put God first and everything else will follow. I guarantee it. God bless.
God bless.
Bless you.
We're the Melvin Williams Group.
And we're looking forward to seeing you on the Rhythm Road American Music Abroad Tour.
Some people just can't
A long time coming, but I know a change gonna come. Jesus, oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day, yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day, oh, happy day, when Jesus washed, when
Going to church now. The New Bethel Baptist Church. 8420 C.R. Franklin Boulevard. I'd like to introduce very quickly and dedicate this to one of my oldest and dearest friends. I can't see him without looking back after our initial greetings. Put your hands together for a gentleman who is one of the great visionaries of our time. He put together so many stars and superstars. Hailing from Detroit, Michigan, he almost single-handedly revolutionized the recording industry. Ladies and gentlemen, show your love for Mr. Barry Gordy. much of your time. Yeah.
Let me say this one thing. Soul was sinking in a world of sin, but grace and mercy, it took me in, took my feet out of the miry clay and placed them on a rock to stay. Oh, what a relief it was when God rescued me. Loosed the chains that I had me bound, and He set me free, and it felt like, I can't hear you, come on. Felt like cooling water from Grandma's well. Baby brother sang sleepless nights with so much pain. Couldn't see no sunshine, nothing but rain. God said we've been made endure for a night, but in the morning you will be all right. Oh, what a relief it was when God rescued me. Oh yeah, He loosed the chains that had me bound, and then He set me free. Felt like it felt like just like cooling water from Grandma's well, and it felt like cooling water, felt like cooling water when He saved my soul. It felt like when He made me whole, felt just like it felt good, y'all, that cooling water, just like I knew they baptized me in the name of the Son. They dipped me down in the name of the Holy Ghost, and they all made one. That ain't all right. When I came up from that water, I had a new walk, just didn't walk quite the same. Oh, when I came up out of that water, had love all in my heart. When I came up from that water, had a whole lot of joy down in my heart. That ain't all, y'all. Changed my mind. I couldn't think that same way. Fixed my heart. I had a different word to say, y'all. Changed me. I didn't wanna just live. Wanted so much more that I could give up. How about you? How about you? How about you? Praise God for the water. Let me hear you say, praise God. Come on. Praise God for the water. Anybody here gonna praise the question? Anybody been dipped? Anybody been dipped out? Anybody been dipped out? Have you been dipped out? Down in the water. The Holy Ghost was in that water. It was in that water. Deliverance was in that water. Found salvation. Oh yeah. It was in that water. Had a whole lot of love. In that water. It was in that water. Oh yeah. Can I get y'all to say, cooling water? Yeah. Woo! Hallelujah. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Still alive. to be here tonight. Through your trials and tribulations, you're still here. Came up on the rough side of the mountain. But through it all, God kept his arm around you. We just want to tell him thank you. Thank you, Lord. Thank you because you brought me over the rugged hill. You were my guiding light that was so clear. And dear Jesus, even though I failed sometimes to do your will, you did not leave me. No, no, you blessed me still. Listen. Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you, Lord. You were there with me when I strayed away. You had mercy on me when I failed to get on my knees and pray. Look what you did, Lord. You guided my footsteps day by day. And another thing, you kept your arms wrapped around me. Yes, you did. Every step of the way. Oh, yeah. You brought me home. Somebody know what I'm talking about. You were my God. You let it shine so clear. Brother Chamberlain, even though I failed, didn't always do God's will. But God being the God He is, He looked beyond my faults and He blessed me with my knees. Yeah. You blessed me still. Oh, Jesus. You did not leave me. You blessed me still. You did not leave me. You kept on blessing me. Over and over again, over and over again, over and over again, Lord. You spared your grace and you spared your mercy, Lord. Never could have made it without you. Never could have made it without you. You kept your arm around me, put food on my table, paid my bills when I didn't have money in my pocket, took care of my family, watched over me all night long while I slept. And you didn't forget about me when I laid down last night, because early this morning you touched me. 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 And my eyes can't burn. See one more day. My Lord, you did not leave me. You blessed me still. Oh, come on, give the Lord a praise again. We get ready to go home. We get ready to go home. But before we leave here tonight, we just want to thank God for being so good to us. Hallelujah. I just want everybody here tonight to thank God for what He's already done for you. Come on, give Him praise for what He's already done for you. And we're going to get a little bolder and thank the Lord for what he's doing right now. Right now. And we're going to
Detroit, Michigan.